Have you ever walked into a room, ready to speak, but your brain just completely freezes? You know the vocabulary words, you've studied the grammar books, but the moment a real person looks at you and asks a question, you just a broken bar blank out? It's the worst feeling, right? It's awkward, and it makes you want to hide. Well, listen. That ends today. You don't need to memorize a dictionary to sound fluent. You just need the right cheat codes. Today, I'm giving you the exact phrases that native speakers actually use in real life, from the coffee shop to the office party. By the end of this video, you're going to be talking with total confidence. Let's dive in. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are doing a deep dive into something that changes the game. Essential English phrases for daily conversations. Here's the thing, textbooks are great, but sometimes they sound a little robotic. You don't want to sound like a computer, you want to sound like you. We want to get you to a place where you feel comfortable chatting with a neighbor, ordering your favorite latte, or just hanging out at work without stressing over every single word. The key here isn't perfection, it's connection. We are going to break this down into situations you face every single day. I've got my imaginary toolbox here, and we are going to fill yours up with the best tools for speaking. Greetings, stop saying hello. Let's start with the basics. Greetings. Now, looking at some viral videos lately, you might hear advice like stop saying hello, and honestly, they kind of have a point. Hello is fine, but it's a little stiff. If you want to sound relaxed and friendly, you need to switch it up. Instead of how are you, which we use a lot, try saying, how is it going? I love this phrase, how is it going? It's super chill. It means the same thing as how are you, but it just feels more like a real conversation. When someone asks you this, you don't need a long story. Just say, it's going well, thanks, or even easier, good, thanks. Now, if you're talking to your best friend or someone you know really well, drop the formalities. Just say, what's up? You hear this in movies all the time for a reason. It's the ultimate casual greeting. Buta, and this is a big buta. Don't use this with your boss. If I walk into Mr. Henderson's office, I'm not going to say, yo, what's up? Nope. For the boss, stick to how are you today? It's professional and safe. So, rule number 1, read the room. What's up for friends? How are you for the boss? The politeness cheat codes. Okay, moving on to something super important in American culture, being polite. We love our please and thank yous. They are like the kings of the language. But let's level up. Imagine you are on a crowded bus or walking down a busy street in New York. You need to get past someone. Don't just push through. You say, excuse me. It works like magic. It's also the perfect way to start a conversation with a stranger if you need help. Like, excuse me, where is the station? It's basically a polite warning that you're about to ask a question. Now, what if you mess up? Maybe you bump into someone or make a tiny mistake. Just say, I'm sorry. Simple. But here is a pro tip. If someone speaks too fast, and trust me, we talk fast and you didn't hear them, you can just say sorry, with a little question mark at the end of your voice. It implies, I didn't hear you. Say it again. If you want to be extra fancy and polite, say, could you repeat that, please? I use this all the time. It gives you a second to think, and it makes the other person slow down. Never be afraid to ask someone to repeat themselves. It actually shows you care about what they are saying. Shopping cafes, the nervous zone. Let's talk about the nervous zone. Ordering food or buying stuff. This is where a lot of people panic. You're standing in line, the barista is waiting, and you freeze. Here is the formula. When you see something you want, ask, how much is this? Simple, right? And when you decide to buy it, don't just nod. Say, I'll take it. It's definitive and confident. Now, at a cafe, please, I beg you, don't say give me coffee. It sounds aggressive, like you're robbing the place. Instead, use the golden phrase, can I have a coffee, please? Can I have a green tea, please? It sounds sweet, polite, and the barista will love you for it. Then, when you are done and ready to leave, you need to pay. You just ask, can I have the check, please? Or can I have the bill, please. Both work perfectly. See, you're navigating the shop like a pro now. Active listening, don't be a statue. Here is a secret to being a great conversationalist. You don't actually have to talk that much, you just have to show you are listening. We call these listening noises. If I'm telling you a story about my crazy weekend, and you just sit there silently staring at me, it's going to get awkward. I'm going to think you're bored. So, sprinkle in some phrases. If I explain something, say, I see. That doesn't mean you are looking at something with your eyes, it means I understand. If I tell you something shocking, say, really? If I share some good news, say, that's awesome. Or that's great. Try it. When you use phrases like that's interesting or really, it encourages the other person to keep talking. It takes the pressure off you and makes you look like a great listener. Socializing the party scenario. Let's set the scene. You're at a party. There's music, snacks, and a bunch of people you don't know. Scary? Maybe a little. But you have your toolkit. You walk up to someone, you smile, you say, hello, I'm, your name. They say their name, then you drop the classic, nice to meet you. Okay. Now comes the silence. This is the moment most people panic, but not you. You are going to ask a simple question about the environment. How do you know the host? Do you like the music? Or even just, it's a great party, isn't it? That little isn't it? At the end invites them to give their opinion. It flows like water. You don't need to discuss philosophy or politics. Keep it simple. Compliments work wonders here too. If you run out of things to say, just tell them, I like your shirt, or you have a beautiful home if it's the host. People love compliments. It's like a magic trick that instantly makes people like you. Business. Disagreeing politely. Briefly, let's touch on work. You're in a meeting. A colleague asks for your opinion. If you agree, easy. I agree with you. But what if you think they are wrong? Do not say you are wrong. That's a fight waiting to happen. Be professional. Say, I see your point, but I see your point. But I think we should try a different way. Or just, I'm not sure about that. It's soft, it's polite, and it keeps you out of trouble with HR. Farewell's the challenge. Finally, it's time to go. Goodbye is classic, but let's spice it up. If you're going to see them again soon, say see you later. If you're just leaving, I love using take care. It's warm and shows you care about their well-being. Or the supermarket classic, have a nice day. Okay. We have covered a massive amount of ground today. Greetings, shopping, listening, parties, work, and saying goodbye. Here is my challenge to you. I want you to think in English when you practice. You don't need a partner. Talk to your sofa. Talk to your coffee cup. Practice asking your cat for the check. Just get these phrases flowing out of your mouth so they feel natural. It's not about being perfect, it's about communication. A small mistake, who cares? Just keep talking. Alright, that is it for today's session. I hope you feel a little lighter and a lot more confident. If this video helped you even a little bit, please do me a huge favor click that like button right now. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for 10-Minute English Academy. We have so many more lessons coming to help you master this language. Also, comment below, what is your favorite English phrase? Or tell me a story about a time you used one of these. I love reading your comments. Thanks for hanging out with me. Practice those phrases. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.